Hey, what's up, everybody? This is JP. Welcome to today's webinar. I am a certified health coach, and today I'm here to talk about my weight loss solution, which is what I am using to help busy individuals like yourself lose up to 30 pounds in 90 days so you can look and feel your best without countless hours in the gym or tons of hours in the kitchen. So, what do people really want? That is to be healthy. In my time as a health coach, I've learned that people don't want more surgeries or more medications. You simply want to live healthy and thrive. And for many of you, you simply haven't been able to accomplish that. The program that I deliver is different because it offers you a blueprint and all the tools to awaken the possibility of achieving your optimal health. The system that I deliver is a simple guide and a blueprint to move you forward. Today, we are going to learn how to implement it and learn how this works and give you a clear path to reaching your health goals. So let's start with some simple concepts. Knowledge without execution does not change a thing. Transformation is only possible when we make long-term sustainable changes in our daily habits. What we are today is a result of past and present habits. So every year people make their New Year's resolutions. And what's funny is that 93% of them never actually make those changes necessary to make those happen. So I understand this is a very big goal for most everybody. Today we're going to learn how so many people are making that radical transformation through this program. So how is this program any different? Well, this program starts with me, your health coach. I have been through the exact same program myself. I've seen the same struggles and I share the same frustrations. So your health coach, along with the fuelings, the community support, and the habits of health system, my job is to help you put these four components together. By far, the biggest component of this program is the level of empathy you will receive from me. I will try to understand where you are at this point of your life, and I will meet you there. I will help you awaken the possibilities, and I will help you move forward in your journey. So in order to change your habits, one of the key components is to make it simple enough you can do it every day. So the burden on someone who is not a nutritionist, the key to understand nutrition and preparation, it takes a lot of time and effort. All the calorie counting, focus and emphasis on calories in, calories out, how much sugar, carbs, fats, all those together are difficult to understand right out of the gate. So for most of us, even with a busy and hectic lifestyle, by starting with the same nutritional footprint, with all the fuelings being low glycemic, balanced on carbohydrates and proteins, and together, they will allow us to enter into a mild fat burning state within 3 to 5 days of starting, and you will begin to lose weight immediately. In essence, this is like a jump start in getting your body healthy. Okay, so when it comes to medical conditions, if you have diabetes, if you have a thyroid condition, if you are a teenager, at least 14 years of age, if you have gout or elevated blood pressure, if you are a nursing mother or an active adult, and even if you have food allergies, we have a custom program just for you. All right, so at this point, I'm going to invite you to start thinking about your main frustrations. For a lot of people, having a limited amount of time during the day for meal prepping or going to the gym, most of you guys have jobs and have family to attend to. So it is difficult to meal prep, go to the gym, work out, and stay healthy. Also, it's difficult to find out with so many programs out there, who can you trust to keep you well informed? For a lot of you, you've been going to the gym for weeks and months and you're seeing very little results. For some of you, you guys allocate 3 to 4 hours on a Sunday to meal prep and get all your meals for the upcoming week. All this coupled with having no clear direction and no real support, it really puts you in a bad situation where you simply just don't know how to start. To truly understand why we struggle with weight so much, we have to go back to our original design. Interestingly enough, less than 0.05% of our genetics have changed in the last 10,000 years. Our bodies are designed to graze all day and eat only when we find food. Think about that for a second. Think about that in terms of today's work environment. We are confined to an office, to a cubicle. Not that many of us have the opportunity to walk and be physically active all day. So in my job, I am confined to a cubicle all day. I began to neglect my exercise, and as a result, I got up all the way to 225 pounds. I am 5'8". So when you do the math, that puts me at about 34% body fat. I had high blood pressure for years, consistently close to 170 over 100. I suffered from sciatic back pain. I was unable to sleep due to the discomfort because I was so bloated all the time. And for the first time in my life, I struggled to get in and out of the car. And I had also purchased my first XX sweatshirt. So it took me about 3 to 4 years to get up to this point. As I realized that I was getting heavier, I began to eat better, whatever that meant. And I also began to run twice a day, 1 to 2 miles every time. But I just could not lose the weight, no matter how much I ran. And the bottom line is I was suffering from having a consistently poor diet. So in the years leading up to that point in my life where I was just unhealthy, my biggest frustration was I had figured out how to be successful with pretty much everything else in my life. But for some reason, my health was not one of them. I did not look good. I was unhealthy, and I just could not figure out why. And I began to wonder, maybe this is the way I'm supposed to be. But in the back of my mind, I thought, well, why not me? Why can't I make that transformation? To this day, this is the part that excites me the most, sharing this particular graphic with all of you. I hope that it helps you have that breakthrough moment like it did for me. But basically, people ask me, so hey man, so what happens if I don't follow the plan exactly? Well, I'm going to show you with the simple graphic here, 2 different examples. And the top here, this individual started the plan, got to fat burn in about 3 to 4 days, which is pretty average. But then if you see on day 7, this individual decided to have a little cheat meal. Now, the problem with that is when you do that, you throw your body out of fat burn mode. And this is the reason why we get so frustrated with the fact that we work out and we eat so well during the week. But then come that weekend, we basically sabotage the entire process. And we can never get to our desired goal. In contrast, on the bottom here, this individual started the plan, got to fat burn after 3 days. But then this person continued on the plan. They did not make any changes. They continued to be consistent day in, day out, week after week. And by doing this, this person reached their goal. So the main takeaway from this chart here is that modifying the plan will result in modified results. And that's the reason why I like to share this graph with everybody, is because this is the moment, once again, that made it all possible for me. And once I realized this simple concept, this is the day that I was able to get to my goal fairly quickly. Okay, so now it's time for me to talk about the program. And if you stay until the end of the presentation, I'm going to cover with you in detail how you can get 22% off your first purchase. All right, so let's get to the fun stuff. Now we get to talk about getting into fat burn mode. So this is a part of the presentation where I get to explain to you how to turn your body into a fat burning furnace virtually overnight. For most people, The biggest struggle that they face before starting any program is feeling unconfident about whether they'll be successful. They really have no idea how to start. Up until now, they've been relying on fast food or whatever it is they've been eating up until now, and they lack energy. They are feeling bloated and they feel desperate and not knowing how to start a program. All right, so let's talk about the 3 individual steps that make up phase 1. We start off with the right mindset. So this is a part of the process that will get you from feeling doubtful and skeptical as to whether you'll be able to be successful in this plan. Now, you'll be feeling confident about the fact that now you have been equipped with some very valuable tools that will assist you into getting through this first phase of the process. Within step 1, you will learn how to recognize the specific triggers that up until now have led you to an unhealthy lifestyle. Now, we are all different. However, what I'm finding is that 3 of the most common triggers that I find with my clients are: 1, being an emotional eater; 2, being a stress eater; and 3rd, being someone who consistently knows how to self-sabotage. This is probably the most crucial part of the program. This will require some self-assessment. Now, it is worth noting that you may be a predominant stress eater, or maybe you are a combination of, maybe you are all 3. Now, the best part about this whole thing is that you will be equipped with a simple tool that will help you stop and recognize when you are about to engage in that typical unhealthy response. Then you will learn to question it and, in essence, challenge the way that you've been doing things up until now. And finally, you will decide to make an alternative decision that will support your primary decision to lead a healthy lifestyle. After going through this initial training, you will go from feeling skeptical to confident that now you have a simple tool to implement when the time comes. Now, for step number 2, which is the 5-in-1 plan. By far, believe it or not, this will be the easiest of the steps to follow and implement, because guess what? Now you have a simple program to follow on a daily basis. You will no longer have to make any guesses as to what to eat. Now you have everything laid out for you. The 5-in-1 plan, which is made up of 5 provided fuelings, and along with the self-provided lean and green spaced out about every 3 hours, you will get from your current diet, whether that means relying on fast food or continuing to eat your normal diet from home, to simple fuelings. Furthermore, these fuelings have been engineered to modern standards. They are the best in class. Not only do they help you reach your healthy weight, they are GMO free with no preservatives that also include probiotics. And all of them have 100% of the vitamins and minerals that you need daily. And finally, step 3, 10-day ignite. After just 10 days, not only are you going to feel better, you are going to be feeling energetic. With the scheduled follow-ups and progress tracking, you will be able to see the rapid results. This will also teach you a simple habit of learning how to be accountable to yourself and to your own commitments and promises that you will start making to yourself. Now, phase 1 is probably one of the most exciting phases of the entire process, because you will be realizing that your path has been laid out for you, and you will begin to see the health goals will suddenly become real. I will ask you to take pictures of yourself and save them. I will also ask you to keep a log of certain measurements on a weekly basis, so that when we conduct our first week and our monthly follow-ups, so we can do comparisons, you will be shocked 30 days from day 1 as to what a drastic difference this program has made for you. So what makes it so damn difficult to make healthy choices? Well, for one thing, we have the ability to make convenient choices. With a fast food restaurant available pretty much in every corner, that along with the lack of nutritional education. And then I think also our bodies are so resilient that despite our unhealthy habits, it does a great job at keeping us functioning at normal levels. So by the time we go to a hospital to get medical care, we have put our bodies through a decent amount of stress and inflammation. All right, so that completes phase one of my weight loss and optimal health solution. In this phase, we have taught you how to recognize the triggers that cause you to overeat, as there are generally three common challenges that we all have. What the beauty of my program is that you will learn a simple tool to help you deal with all situations that trigger your unhealthy habits. That, along with the 6 meals of portion control, low glycemic fuelings, spaced out every 3 hours to keep your metabolism optimized. And then once you start, once again, it takes 3 to 5 days to get your body into fat burn. With constant fat burn, you will conduct a checkup at 7 days with me, a follow-up at 10 days. And with that 10-day cycle, that will get you through that first initial weekend, and hence give you the confidence to know that you will be achieving your goals fairly quickly. All right, so let's get into phase two, reaching your goal. Now, this is where the fun begins. As you progress through your journey with simple reading assignments, listening to podcasts that will lay out the foundation for a healthier you, week after week, you will continue to see that scale drop consistently. Some of the major struggles that people see in getting through phase two are feeling frustrated because they are recognizing lingering bad habits. They also begin to feel intimidated by exercise. And for some people, they begin to feel alone in their journey. Now, as you get through phase two, step number 4 will set a foundation for all the future habits in your life. As you begin to lose the weight, one of the most important concepts for you to learn is the habits of health. With you learning the difference between fundamental, primary, and secondary choices by building a simple structural tension chart and understanding the science of health, you will go from being overweight to lean. In step number 5, which is the habits of motion, you will be going from sedentary to active. Now, by active, we're not talking about joining a gym, going to CrossFit, training for a marathon. We are talking about simple movements. We are talking about non-exercise activities that you can implement on a daily basis. These non-exercise activities could be as simple as walking 30 minutes a day. At a nice pace, you can reach about 2 miles. These non-exercise activities could be as simple as walking during your 15-minute breaks at work. Those two breaks, 15 minutes each, can add up to about 5,000 steps. And maybe taking the stairs instead of taking the elevator daily. Those simple, believe it or not, those simple things that you can implement daily can really start making a difference in the way that it starts making an impact on your physical activity. Now, by simply sharing your journey with your friends and family, it feels really good to know that you have a whole bunch of people supporting you in your journey. So I encourage you to share your success along the way with everybody. Nothing is more encouraging than having people complimenting you and pushing you to keep on going. Now, during this phase, you may feel impatient and restless about getting to your goal. You might feel frustrated that you lost 2 pounds instead of 4 this last week. And this is fairly common. And the bottom line is that we're all different. Although we can consistently predict a weight loss on a consistent basis, the truth is that some of us have a lot more weight to lose than others. For someone who needs to lose 20 pounds, obviously their turnaround is going to be a lot quicker than someone who needs to lose 40 pounds. So it's still a good thing for you to consider that although you will consistently lose the weight, for some of you, it may take a little longer on the fact that you have a lot more weight to lose. Some of the symptoms that I see with my clients is that they keep checking that scale daily, and when they don't see the change that we're expecting, they get a little frustrated. And that's why I tell people, so this is a great idea for you to check the scale once a week because that will keep you focused. And as long as you stay on the program consistently, you will keep seeing the same results week after week. and you will get to your goal predictably by a specific date. Now, for a lot of you who have taken on major projects in your life, like going to college, it was frustrating along the way knowing that when you first started, you have so many credits to take, so many classes to take, so many semester units to complete before you were able to graduate. But for a lot of you, just knowing that those 4 years were going to go by anyway helped you make the decision to simply just stay focused, keep doing, reading that one chapter at a time, one class at a time, one semester at a time. And before you knew it, you were graduating and getting to your goal. Well, this is the same way that this works. Once you have an idea as to where you want to be, we will lay out a plan and we will have a specific timeline for you. And knowing that as long as you're consistent with your daily decisions, you will get to your goal by a specific date. Okay, so with phase 2, we have helped you reach your goal with the simple habits of health. We have laid out a foundation for the future with the simple non-exercise activities. We have laid out a simple foundation for your future activity levels. Now, if you, at one point when you are ready and you decide to step it up a little bit and start training, as you begin to lose the weight, you're going to feel more energetic, you're going to feel more lighter, and now you're going to feel more motivated to start working out some sort of exercise activity that you used to do a long time ago. Maybe you used to be a runner in high school, maybe you used to swim for competition, maybe you want to start a marathon or even a triathlon. This is a time when you begin to think about which route you want to take. Now, it's not necessary because, as we stated, something as simple as just walking 30 minutes a day, walking your dog, going to dance and do some Zumba, that is more than enough. And on the very last step, having a robust community support to include weekly support calls, access to nurses and doctors on a daily basis, nutritionists, having access to local events that you can participate in. All this is included in the program, and along with it, you'll be meeting a lot of people who will be inspiring you to keep on going. Okay, so in phase 3, you have learned simple, easy to understand, and easy to implement proven concepts of choice. You have learned about motivation and how it is tied to your ideals of healthy living. After 3 weeks, optional, you can begin with the simple everyday changes to your daily routines and adding non-exercise activities. Your goal will be to add points to your daily routine to add burn calories to your day. This will set the foundation for future habits and will complement your exercise routine if and when you decide to start one. Sharing your journey along the way, as nothing is more encouraging than having friends and family see you change your life so quickly. Okay, now we've made it to the last phase, which is achieving optimal health. So now that you've lost the weight, what are you going to do now, right? So in this phase, we're going to discover and help you understand how to make realistic expectations of yourself, help you find a place where you can be happy with your healthy habits, whether that means walking, swimming, hiking, yoga, whatever it is that you love doing. You will fall in love with your new activities because now you fit into small clothes. You will begin to feel a lot more lean, and you'll be going to the gym because now you're looking good. Further reinforcement, all the good habits that you've established by now. And then we are going to discover how everything ties into sleeping patterns, stress management, drinking plenty of water, following simple nutrition, and the benefits of eating fruits and vegetables every day. In step 1 of phase 3, we are going to get you into transition, going from 5 to 1 into maintenance. Whether that means that you wish to continue with the 3 and 3 program or possibly go into normal food. We are going to talk about healthy meal plans, how to monitor and adjust as you go. In step 2, you don't need to be a certified nutritionist, as all the tools have been given to you in a simple form. They are so simple that you will begin to share your knowledge with family and friends. We've covered the basic metabolic rate, your physical activity level, and the thermal effect of food as one of the components that you'll be implementing in knowing how to eat and make a proper eating plan so you can eat plenty and still remain thin. And last but not least, achieving ultra health. This is going to be a nice place for you to be at. For the first time in your life, you are going to be making conscious choices in everyday activities, and whether that means what you decide to put in your body, and what kind of physical activities you decide to take on. The bottom line here is that now you will know not only how to eat properly, but you will begin to look into nutrient augmentation, looking into vegetables and fruits, extracts, um, food supplements, getting rid of stress, creating a well-being, and then last but not least, understanding the principles of longevity, which will be going into detail um, as you begin to get towards the last phase of your health plan. So the underlying question here is this: how do I stay thin going forward? So one of the great parts about this program is you're going to learn a simple shopping system, which is color coded. As you begin to understand in more detail what a calorie, what a fat, carb, and protein is, and how much of it you should be eating on a daily basis given your activity levels, you will learn how to put together a nice comprehensive shopping list so that you know exactly what to get when you go to the grocery store. Along with that, you will learn how to sleep and how sleep affects weight loss and having a healthy weight. How to, also how to manage your stress and how to make sure that you're maximizing on the nutrients that your body needs. So you're going to go here from exactly how to choose healthy groceries. You will know what a calorie is and how it relates to carbs, fats, and proteins. And then you will begin to understand how to tie it all together with your mind and body balance. So these last three steps will be helping you set up a life of optimal health with your mind, your body balance, proper nutrition with lots of nutrients to minimize disease and illness. Uh, Funny enough is that you will begin to see that how your choices will begin to affect the choices of those around you, including your family members and a lot of friends, as they begin to ask you questions, and now you're going to become sort of an expert in nutrition. So this is going to be a very exciting part for you in knowing that you've been equipped with some very valuable tools for health. So once again, you have achieved your goal. You lost the weight, and now you are this last phase. We're gonna once again we're gonna recap. We're gonna get you into transition um, from normal shopping lists, which are conveniently color coded for you, so you know exactly what you need to purchase when you go to the store. Learning proper energy balance management and having exactly a good understanding of how everything ties in together. This is going to be a very exciting time for you as you've come to a point where now you're making consistent good choices, and it all just kind of builds upon itself as good behavior results into good results. So just to kind of cover some of the success stories that I have, which are very close to me, some friends here and some family members who I put through this program that achieved some very successful results, very quickly. And obviously, everybody's different here. On the top left, you're going to see Sonia, who lost 85 pounds in 10 months. When she first came to me, she was extremely frustrated with doing different diets, different exercise programs, and she was seeing very little results. And once she saw my results, she decided to jump on board. And she, took her a little bit longer time for her to get to her goal, as she had a lot of weight to lose, but she made it, and I'm extremely happy for her how her life has changed. She's a completely different person now. On the bottom here left, you're gonna see my buddy Ryan, who's always been pretty thin, but he was never able to achieve that ripped look that he was looking for. He went to the gym consistently, but once I got him on this program, within 8 weeks, he lost 35 pounds and he got chiseled, and he's super happy with the results. Top right, you're gonna see the daughter of a good friend of mine, a teenager, 16 years old, Desiree, who lost 55 pounds in 6 months. So she went from this chubby little kid to a young woman, young, very thin, attractive young woman. Her life has changed. She was very negative before, and now her life is completely changed with confidence. She's doing public speaking about her journey in the program, and she's a completely different person as a result. And then on the bottom right, this person is actually my sister. Her name is Ava. She came to me as we had a wedding last year. My brother was getting married, and she didn't know how to lose 20 pounds. She was going to a gym. She paid $1,500 for 10 sessions, and she was getting nothing out of it. And I got her on the plan, and within 2 months, just in time for the wedding, she managed to lose 20 pounds, and she was super, super happy. So in a nutshell, this is what the entire process looks like. We get you started on the bottom left here, get you to getting into the right mindset, starting with the 5-in-1 plan, and then within 10 days, you're gonna go through going from being bloated and unconfident about losing weight to energetic, and you begin to feel thin almost immediately. We'll transfer you to the second phase, which is getting to your optimal health by losing the weight, getting to your goal, learning habits of health that will stay with you going forward. This is not just a one-time learning process, as all the things that you've been learning will be staying with you forever, for the rest of your life, and you'll be able to share them with family and friends. You will begin to transition into starting simple motion, whether that means non-exercise activities to transferring to possible training in the future once you get to your goal. And that's community support to help you along the way, including support from nurses, doctors, nutritionists, and myself, and other people like you who are losing the weight, and then transition you into a normal food products to possibly the 3-in-3 program, should you decide to do that. And then understanding energy balance, understanding the simple math behind calories, within fats, carbohydrates, and proteins, and then going into the last phase, which is tying everything together: stress management, drinking water, sleeping, and how everything ties into habits of longevity, so that once you get to your desired goal, you will begin to make consistent good choices that will keep you healthy going forward. So I have laid out a very comprehensive program, which is very easy to understand, very easy to follow. At this point, you have a couple simple choices. You can either continue to do things the way you've been doing it up until now, which is fine. But just so this program is very effective in getting to your achieving your goal weight, as it is very predictable in the way that day in, day out, week after week, you will see consistent results. So yeah, you have a couple of choices to make at this point. So at this point, if this program makes sense to you, if it applies to your struggles, if it resonates with with who you are at this point, I am going to tell you that this would be a great program for you. If you are ready to make those changes today, we can get you started in your own program and putting together a plan that will get you to where you want to be. Now, when you first got on this webinar, is for a reason. You showed up for a couple of reasons. Once you realize that you've been doing things for quite some time, and they're simply not giving you the results you're looking for, You either meal prep or you go to the gym 5, 6 times a week, and you are seeing little to no results. You feel unconfident about whether you will ever be able to get to where you need to be. You put together meal programs that are simply just not helping you in any way. You are struggling to lose weight. You're killing yourself in the gym with little results. You're spending tons of hours in the gym, meal prepping. You're feeling bloated and you don't know where to start, who to listen to. You have no clear direction. Not sure if you will gain the weight back once you achieve your goals. You will literally go from bloated to energetic within the first 10 days. That's my promise. You will be going from overweight to lean by the time you get through that second phase. And you will go from being healthy to sure that you will live in a way that will ensure you will maintain your healthy habits and stay lean going forward. So you will be reaching new goals with this program. So hopefully by now you're asking yourself, so how do I get the results for me? Where do I begin? How do I get started? Well, the answer is simple. You can do it the slow way, with frustrations and the lack of results that we covered, or you can do it with the fast way using the method that we covered today, which is very fast, easy, and rewarding. So I am going to talk about my weight loss solution and how it works. If you like, I will show you exactly what you need to do to get the results you're looking for. So how do you know if this program is for you? Um, well, let's talk about if your weight and your health is a concern. If you have been trying to lose weight with other plans and you're seeing little to no results, you're spending hours and hours in the kitchen meal prepping, you're spending hours in the gym lifting, doing cardio with little no results, and you have slowly lost weight but now are plateauing and you can't get rid of those last few pounds, this program is for you. So now I'm going to share the success pyramid with you. And the reason why I came up with this success pyramid is because I want to help you decide whether you are a good candidate for this program. Now, if you're just thinking about losing weight, you have not tried doing anything yet, you have no motivation, you're not coachable, and you are unwilling to follow simple directions, this program may not be for you. The simple truth is, unless you've already put in some work and you've tried to eat better and exercise with no results, it's going to be hard for you to visualize the value of this plan on how simple it is to lose weight. You might revert to old habits and find yourself on a constant going on, going off program cycle. I strongly recommend that you try doing a different program. And additionally, for people in this bottom section is you got to find a reason why to get you to that next level. Unless you have a reason, strong reason to get you to start making some changes, you're simply not going to succeed. Now, for those of you who have tried and you've got some momentum, you just don't, you're losing, you're putting a lot of work. You simply haven't been able to put it together like I didn't, and understanding fat burn and how this whole process works. And if you're lost weight, you're on track and you're almost to where you want to be, understanding simple energy balance will get you to that next level. And then once you get to your optimal health level, you are fit. The best thing for you to learn is staying on the path to longevity. So how can I help you? And that's the bottom line here. That's my job as a health coach, is to help you understand the why, the reason why you would want to get up and start losing weight, making decisions, helping you on that next level and understanding fat burn, how it all ties together. And then as you progress, understanding the simple math of energy balance. And then last, helping you understand the path to longevity and how to stay healthy once you achieve your desired goal. So this is where I love to talk about how much your life is about to change. The simple truth is this: once you get on this program, you will see the amazing results right off the bat. A committed client can expect to see awesome results. I have laid out a simple, comprehensive map for you. No gimmicks, no magic pills, no guesswork. Just good sense, basic nutritional education. I have helped hundreds of individuals do the same thing I have done. In fact, the main reason why I decided to do this was because I realized the simplicity of the program was something that I wanted to share with everyone else out there. Everyone else that has struggled with their weight their entire lives, just like I had. In essence, what I'm doing is I'm asking you to start the program. It truly is beneficial. You will begin to see results immediately, and you will be extremely happy with the results you'll be seeing. Okay, so here's the 5-in-1 plan. The 5 in the 5-in-1 plan is referring to the 5 fuelings you're going to have daily. The 1 is referring to the lean and green. All these 6 separate meals you're going to space out every 3 hours throughout the day. They are all interchangeable. So you can have a shake for breakfast or a shake for lunch, or a soup for breakfast and some pasta for dinner. And then the lean and green, you are going to choose to have at any time of the day except for the last meal of the day. This lean and green will be from a list of um, uh, either beef, chicken, fish, or even eggs. And then the green will be 3 servings of green vegetables a day with the lean, and that'll be your entire program for the day. Now, as far as the community support, you are going to have a entire team of nutritionists, doctors, and nurses available to you. You will be giving plenty of resources for you to reach out to us as you progress through your program, so you will never feel alone. Now, as far as the Habits of Health system, this is a book that you'll be reading. It's very light reading, very simple concepts, nothing fancy at all. This book is written for everyday people like yourself who don't have a background in nutrition. So it's a very simple program to follow. It's just a couple of pages, 2 or 3 times a week, along with some possible, if you decide to listen to podcasts, if that works a little better for you, you'll have that option to listen to some of those lessons on your smartphone. But the Habits of Health system is probably going to be the most important component of this, as some of those habits will remain with you going forward, years after you've completed your program. You will be seeing that some simple habits that make you feel a lot better, that you are going to be finding it difficult to walk away from because of how they make you feel. So yes, so the simple Habits of Health is an excellent part of this entire process. Okay, so the question that everybody wants to know is, how much is this program? To begin with, you get a health coach. That would be me, and I'm included in the program. There's no additional fees. If you go to a personal trainer, they will do those one-on-one sessions, charging you between 60 to 150 bucks an hour, and they really don't guarantee you any sort of success within a specific timeline. And I think a lot of times, some of these programs that you purchase have a minimum of like 5 or 10 sessions. So you're looking at $600 to $1,000 just to start with a health coach, with a personal trainer. So I'm included. The Habits of Health system is a book that, as I mentioned, that you will get along with the program. Is $29. I've seen other programs run between $80 to $100, and now your gym membership has become optional, as we know that physical training is not required, at least not until you get to your desired goal. The fuelings will cost you on average about 13 bucks a day for the 5 fuelings. That turns out to be about $3.79 per item. You will no longer have to buy any separate vitamins or mineral supplements, as these 5 fuelings have the vitamins and minerals you need. And then the community support, some of the programs that I've seen online require memberships of 20 bucks a month just for you to be able to consult with them. So yeah, this support community is included and is free. Now, I have 3 separate lines for you to choose from. The classic line, which you'll see on the far right here, has they all have nutrient-dense and portion-controlled fuelings. They are all nutritionally interchangeable. They will all put you into a gentle but effective fat-burning state. They all come with high quality protein, and all of them have 24 vitamins and minerals. Now, the essential lines have all the same thing as a classic, but they also do not contain any artificial, no colors, no flavors, no sweetness from artificial sources. They also have an additional vitamin D to bring it up to a 50% of your daily nutritional value. And they also come with probiotics. And last but not least, the Select line has all the same ingredients as a classic and essential. It does have no preservatives from artificial sources, and they also have the probiotics, and they're non-GMOs. And that's the difference between the classic, essential, and select. Now, as far as the purchasing, the Select Optimal Kit will run you $504 per month. The Essential Optimal Kit will run $460, and the Classic Optimal Kit will run $416. And this is the regular price for every single one of these separate product lines. Now, by joining today into the B-Slim Rewards Club, which is a subscription, you will get a $114.75 discount, which is the 22% discount that we discussed at the beginning of the presentation. Your Select Optimal Kit will drop to $390. The Essential Optimal Kit will drop to $356, and the Classic Optimal Kit will drop to $322 by signing up today. Also, with your B-Slim subscription, you will get 10% rewards every month after that. And then so going forward, your Select Optimal Kit will be $465. Your Essentials Optimal Kit will be $425, and your Classic Optimal Kit will be $384 every month after that. Also, with your subscription, you're going to get free shipping, once again, by becoming a member of the B-Slim Club. And if you sign up today, you will get an additional $25 off your second month as a promotional discount by signing up today. Now, if you are not sure about whether this program will work for you, we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. When it comes to returns and refunds, if you're not 100% satisfied with your order for any reason, please return your product boxes within 30 days of receipt of your order for a full refund, minus the shipping and handling. If you simply decide to refuse a package, there will be a $15 deduction from the refund if you refuse your shipment. So really what we're saying is, with that initial 22% discount is like getting 1 week of Fuelings for free. So let's do a quick recap as to what you'll get with this program. You get a free health coach. We know that they can charge you anywhere between 60 to 150 bucks an hour for a minimum of 5 to 10 sessions at the local gym. You get the life-changing Habits of Health system for 29 bucks. Other similar programs with no support will run you between 80 to 100 bucks. At this point, we know that the gym membership becomes an optional cost, at least until you get to your desired goal. The 5 Fuelings will run you $13.54 a day, and you will no longer be required to purchase vitamins and minerals as the 5 Fuelings will have those included, and you get a free support community through the entire program with free access to nutritionists, doctors, and nurses, which other programs will charge you at least $20 a month as a membership. You can go back to the way you've been doing things up until now, struggling with meal prepping, killing yourself in the gym with little to no results, or you can simply give this program a chance, and we are confident that you will see results immediately. So as your health coach, I challenge you to make that decision today. Take the initiative and make that decision that will change your life and transform your life completely going forward, as it has for so many people out there. Urge you to click on the link below, schedule that consultation with me. I'd be more than happy to get a hold of you and start talking about how simple and putting together a plan specific for you with a specific date for you to achieve your goals. I thank you for giving me the opportunity to present to you this program. I'm excited. I am looking forward to meeting some of you and really start uh, giving you all the tools that you'll need so you can achieve the same success that I have, along with other hundreds of other people that have done the same. So once again, thank you, and I'll be looking forward to getting a hold of you here soon. Thank you. Bye bye.